Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Nicole. Today I want to talk to you about not meeting your goals. So at the beginning, mid-May, I think maybe, I posted a video about my goals for the rest of 2020. I will link it there and there. It's also like the first one on my channel page because it was the first time I made a thumbnail that wasn't terrible. So there's that if you're interested. Anyways, my goal for June in that video was to edit my series of short stories. They're called like 5 Threads of Christmas or something. It's changing to 6, as well as outline project musical. Now, it is June 12th. We are about halfway through. I have had a couple setbacks. Number one, I didn't actually finish 1837, my last project, until June 6th or 7th. So I was already kind of a week behind when I was not able to finish that by the May 31st. And I have not touched at all the Christmas stories yet. I really wanted to dive into my new project and start working on it. It's just really what I'm feeling right now. So what do you do when you have these goals, but they're not working out? So we're partway through June, and I'm at this point where I need to rearrange things. Luckily, there was some room in my schedule. So my reasoning for doing project musical in June was so I could draft it in July. This is my thought. When have I ever, after drafting or outlining for 1 month, been able to sit down and write a story? I have never been able to do that. I need more time to think, especially with this one, with the Antony and Cleopatra stuff. I'm gonna have to take a break from my anatomy of story soon, and first of all I have to reread the play, rewatch the play, and then like do some analysis and think about the themes and think about the connections. Like there's a lot of thinking to be done here. I also haven't quite decided the best way to present this story. I do know that I want there to be matter in it, like emails and posters and potentially text messages. My initial idea for the story was that it would be emails, posters, text messages, and Char's like director's notes. As I tap into the emotional part of the story though, I kind of don't want to be that far away from her. I want to be able to get in her head, at least get close to her. And I want to be able to describe what's happening. Like, I don't know if I can deal with only being able to talk about her life through text messages. And so maybe I'm debating I could do like epistolary with all that stuff and then have diary entries, or I could just do a normal story and add in some posters and things. I don't know. I still have a lot to figure out, and I don't want to rush it, and I don't want to have to say, I must figure this out in the next 3 weeks and then start writing the draft, because I don't think that's going to be productive. So I have a new plan for Camp Nanowrimo. My plan for Camp Nanowrimo is, my goal is to do about 40,000 words. My primary goal is to edit and rewrite my Christmas short stories. And then my secondary goal is to finish prepping project musical and start writing it. So I think I'm gonna aim to have 20,000 words in project musical by the end of July, but that might be a stretch goal. So maybe I'll aim to have like 10,000 words in project musical, 15, which basically means that in order to be prepped for Camp Nanowrimo in July, the only thing I have to do for the rest of June is what chapter in this book do I need to get to? The Anatomy of Story. Oh, I annotated this book too. Look at me. Oh my God. Why are there so many pages? Okay. I want to get at least to the chapter Symbol Web, and I want to have my Antony and Cleopatra reread, rewatch, and like some analysis notes and ideas on how it will integrate done. So that way, at the beginning of July, I can just be kind of plotting the story, because this month I'll have like understood the characters and sort of what I want to say. I'll work on the plotting, the timeline, thinking that through, thinking how the events will go together, doing my scene weave, all that stuff, so I'll be able to start writing. This month, in order to get ready for starting to do Camp Nanowrimo stuff in July, all I have to do is reread Christmas short stories and reread the beta reader feedback that I got from Scribophile on the Christmas short stories and make a plan for what needs to change. I think all of these things are doable. I hope they're doable. They're like a little bit of a stretch goal, but that's okay. Also, there's something else that I want to work on that I might do this month and I might do in August or something, but I'm really getting the travel bug, you know? And I cannot travel, I'm aware. I do not want to travel right now, but I just feel like I should be, because if COVID-19 hadn't happened, I would be in Italy right now. I have had ideas in my head for kind of like travel essays floating around for a while. I have an idea from when I was in Amsterdam like 2 years ago that I have a bunch of notes for, and I have an idea from my trip, which was part of my master's research, to Zambia and Uganda. I have a whole bunch of notes on that idea too. So that might be something else, because at the moment I have no actual writing planned for this month. So I think I'm going to add in a June goal of at least drafting at least one of those travel essays to kind of help myself feel the travel bug type thing. And I have a long-term plan of potentially submitting those to a magazine that I heard about that's so cool. David Quammen, who wrote Song of the Dodo, which is one of my favorite books ever. He wrote articles for them. It's a really cool magazine. Again, stretch goal, but at the very least, I want to try drafting the article. So that's something else that I'm planning for June, and then I'll probably do the second article of that and work on it in like August, I think. So what are you planning to do for Camp Nanowrimo? Have your plans for July changed at all since you started June? What are you doing to get ready? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.